Among all living things on Earth and in the universe, humans are the most complicated, Kaharu continued. If you could invent a device that measures the frequency emitted by people, you would find that the frequency varies from one person to another, unlike all animals that always emit the same frequency. There may be small differences between the various kinds of animals, but it'll always be similar among the same breed. Most animals send out a medium frequency, but some of them may send out a slightly higher one. However, none of them emit a very low frequency. In short, animals usually emit a mid-range frequency, always hovering around the median and never reaching the highest or lowest end of the spectrum. Kaharu went on. As for us human beings, we can emit frequencies at every range, from the lowest to the highest. All animals, whether in your world or this world, can sense the frequencies emitted by both humans and animals. And there's one natural law: each living being to respect the more powerful one. This law is present in the fundamental behavior of all life forms throughout the universe. Here, on this planet, every human being always emits a high frequency, which we call the love frequency. Thanks to this high range, animals respect us and don't dare to attack us, she explained. Oh, I understand it now. You are telling me that because people in my world don't emit a high frequency, the so-called love frequency, we risk being attacked and devoured by wild animals. Am I right? I concluded, that's it. If you look back, people in your world used to live in close company with wild animals day and night. All the great men in your world were able to defeat them. Some even kept these wild beasts to protect their masters from being attacked. These are true stories, not a fantasy, and they demonstrate the power of the high frequency, or the love frequency, to be precise. If you hadn't showed up in time, I might have been eaten since I wasn't sending out the love frequency like you do, I said. I don't think so, for two reasons. Firstly, these tigers don't recognize low or hate frequencies. He was only curious. Secondly, people who emit a low frequency cannot live on this planet anyhow. You mean that I can emit a high frequency, too? I asked. Yes and no. Her answer puzzled me. Yes, because you have the love frequency. And no, because it's still weak. It may be at the same level as the tigers, Kaharu explained, pointing at the animal. But it's afraid of you because your frequency is higher than his, and you also have a high potential. High potential? In what sense? I asked. Let me compare each of us here to a water tank. Supposing that I am a small tank, and I'm filled to the brim with water. You are twice the size of me, but your tank is nearly empty now with only a bit of water at the bottom. You can't share the water with others yet as you don't have enough, but since you have potential high capacity, you are able to store more water than other tanks. When you are filled with a lot of water, you'll then be able to share it more with others, she explained. Now, all of us have been assigned to fill your tank with water, Kaharu said. All of you have been assigned? Everyone told me the same thing. I replied as I recalled all the things Min and Yoshida had said. The day that you understand everything will be the time that you would have understood the meaning, she explained. Right, I said. As far as I can understand now, love is the answer to everything, isn't it? I asked. In my discussion with Min, he talked about the smallest particles to the largest ones in the universe, and I was informed that they emerged from the positive frequency, which is love. That the world and the universe revolve around themselves is caused by the love frequency. The evolution of us humans into a highly evolved beings is also caused by love. The communication with souls and access to universal knowledge is also caused by love. Your culture of working without expecting anything in return is again caused by love. And even wild beasts don't harm us because we have the love frequency, I concluded. Now you really seem to comprehend. I told you that people on Gaia don't understand love, or that they don't appreciate it as it really is, but you do now, don't you? Kaharu asked. Yes, I admitted, among all the processes that create the love frequency, there is one that we often get confused about and we mistakenly think that it's the same thing, she said and hesitated. What is it? Please tell me, I insisted. The sexual desire, or the love between a man and a woman, Kaharu replied. What do you mean? If I love you and you also love me, both of us feel love and desire for each other. In that case, the love frequency would have doubled, don't you think so? I raised that question for debate. That's what I mean when I say that you and most people have misunderstood it, she answered. How? I continued asking,